Hey everyone, welcome to the video. So today I've got a really cool thing to show you basically, and it's essentially Volition hinting at multiplayer for an upcoming game. Now, that could be an upcoming Saints Row, it could be the upcoming Saints Row, or it could just be a new game in general. So today I just want to give you my thoughts on it and kind of just discuss what this whole means. So as you can see in these screenshots that I'm showing on screen, they're hiring for a position for someone to work on multiplayer. Now, I'm just going to sprinkle in a bit of context here, because I'm a man who loves a bit of context. Out of nowhere, Saints Row goes from being on the, 25th of February to August. And then all of a sudden, after pre-order sales are doing really well, Volition are hiring a multiplayer man. Something tells me that Boone's working on more than just bug fixes, if you know what I mean. Obviously, I'm kidding. I don't know. But I'm just saying, rumors are that pre-order sales are doing phenomenal. I didn't know if I was allowed to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. The rumors are that the pre-orders are doing really well. They did really good on Amazon. They were bestseller for a while. Saints Row is doing well monetization-wise. For me, I can see three logical outcomes, and I said this at the start, but I want to talk about them a bit more in depth. We are going to get a Saints Row reboot multiplayer for the upcoming Saints Row. That could be the reason they've gone with the delay, and they're going to use this time to get a new dev and completely crunch under the upcoming 6 months they got extra to work on multiplayer, making it as great as possible. And that was the real reason for the delay, and it's going to be a surprise to all the Saints Row fans when they finally announce it fully. This could also be for a Saints Row reboot too, because of how well the sales have been doing. Like I said a minute ago, a reboot 2 multiplayer would make sense. I mean, it makes sense that they'd want to make a sequel to a really well-selling game. It's good business-wise, it's good fan-base-wise. So I think that's an interesting thing to look into. And then we have the worrying one, which is Volition making a new IP with a multiplayer aspect. Now, let me just take you back. Take you back to the not so glory days of Saints Row. Do you guys remember a name that hasn't been whispered in years? Agents of Mayhem. That was Volition's last attempt at making a new IP. And a little bit of context for you here. Something I learned from Zilla recently. The board game for Agents of Mayhem sold better than the disc. Not just the disc. The game itself, actually. Agents of Mayhem sold worse than the spin-off board game it came from. Well, not came from, sorry, but like the spin-off board game that came from it. That's what I meant to say. That's a little worrying, don't you think? And I think if Volition were to go with a new IP, that would be very dumb. They have to recoup sales for Agents of Mayhem and for Saints Row 4, which didn't sell particularly well. So to me, a sequel to the reboot, if this game is selling well, is the logical answer here. So I think we're definitely left with option 1 or 2, which is they're going to crunch under this 6-month period and get a surprise multiplayer out for the fans. Or what else could be happening here is they could be working on it for the sequel, and this could just be early hiring because they know the multiplayer is something they want to work on for the future because of how monetizable it is. I mean, let's be honest, multiplayer is the easiest way for a company to make money after release. It's going to sell way better than DLC. I mean, look at GTA Online, for example. That is a classic example, and I don't think Saints Row will go to that extreme, don't worry, of multiplayer being a very financially benefiting aspect to the game. Most games that do well financially have the multiplayer aspect. There's not many single-player games, purely single-player, that end up in the top grossing, if you know what I mean. So I think the multiplayer for a Saints Row game would be something we could see fairly shortly. But that's just my thoughts. I want to thank Zilla for the screenshots here. Really helped me here. I remember seeing this a while ago and being like, oh, I have to make a video on it. And then it kind of got pushed back over my other projects. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And, yeah, I find it interesting to see that Volition is hiring for a multiplayer lead. Because that, to me, just screams SR2 and 1. The glory days of Saints Row, so to speak. Where the multiplayer was thriving and still is thriving to this day. So I can see this as nothing but an absolute benefit to an upcoming Saints Row. That is if it's going to Saints Row. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, let me know down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye. Volition, please don't make a Saints Row Battle Royale.
Please subscribe so I can feed my kids. Ba, ba,